Oh, it's a really good one.
Couple casts here next to the old Bubba Shrimp Company.
Oh, there's one. So let's see what we got tied on our rods. I actually wasn't planning on fishing Rodman, so we're gonna find out what we got on our rods together. But I have stuff tied on here from, I was gonna go out and fish Lake Rousseau a little while ago. Lake Rousseau is just like a mini Rodman Reservoir, but I've actually never fished Rodman with the water levels high. I've always come when it's doing a drain down, so it's gonna be a completely different lake out here. We're getting a really late start. It's gonna be like noon by the time we get to like a spot we want to fish, but it's all good. We're just out here having fun, and we could catch a state record in Rodman Reservoir. Not saying we will, but it could happen. I'm convinced there's some giants in here that no one's even caught before. So let's hope we get on one of them, and let's check out what rods we got and what baits we're gonna try to do that with, and have some fun. I mean, Rodman Reservoir is one of those top lakes in Florida, not just for others, but for myself. It just has something about it that makes me go, oh, I'd love to go fish Rodman. So we're here. We're gonna love fishing Rodman. Let's see what happens. So we have a 6-cent swim jig. We have a big shaky head, Texas rig speed worm, and that's a gambler rattling weight. It actually makes a beaded noise inside the weight. So kind of cool. Hard to see, but we got a 6-cent square bill, just a like 2 to 5 foot diver right there. This could be a player today. Another 6 cents crankbait. This is the Movement 80X. This is a shallow diver, like 1 to 3 feet. I got some thicker line on there, so this is gonna barely be subsurface, but that chartreuse blackback could be a player out here. That right there, that's a spinnerbait. That's the Booyah Super Shad spinnerbait, bunch of willow blades on it. I actually have a few of these, but I didn't have a gold one, so I spray painted these, so we'll see how that works out today. And yeah, this could be a player out here with all the stumps. And another one hard to see because I got the treble hooks protected. We got a Mega Bass 110, Northern Secret color. Good color. Definitely want to twitch the jerkbait out here a little bit. All right, let's make sure we film this so when I fall in, we have it on camera. All right, still alive. How's it going? Any luck out there? Yeah. He said he had some luck. He just nodded yes. We were gonna try to hug the channel. Now that I have a fish finder, we're gonna, you know, see where that channel is, kind of hug the channel, you know, and try to fish off the channel. I don't know that that's where the bass are. Just something I wanted to do. Fish on the ledges and where it drops off, fish stumps. You know, there's tons of stumps out here. Obviously, tons of lily pads as well. You know, there's a little bit of everything depending on where you're at. I wanted to fish the channel, but my Garmin has like these really thin wires that hook up to my battery, and apparently my battery shifted in transport and it like broke off the wires. And so I got nothing to strip the wire with and reconnect everything. I was trying to mess with it for like 15 minutes, and it became clear I wasn't going to be able to do it since I don't have the tools and stuff. I guess we're just going to fish old school, fish blind, just go out here and eyeball stuff. So I was born in Florida, but I grew up north near DC. I left here when I was about 2, I think. Heck, man, I got pictures of me when I was 2 fishing some Ocala ponds and stuff, because I got a family that lives out there. We lived more near Clearwater, but my grandpa was still alive, my grandma was still alive, and I used to fish the woods out here, just the ponds out in the woods, bank fishing. And so my whole life I knew like I had family that lives out here, and so I've always had an eye on Rodman, going, man, there's some big bass that come out of there. I want to fish Rodman. And I have. I've only fished this place a handful of times though, and it's one of those places that, like, I don't know, like in my heart I'm like, I want to go fish Rodman, like, you know, like full circle, get back to my roots kind of in a way. And I don't know, I've always wanted to just catch some giant bass out here in Rodman. We've caught some big bass, you know, elsewhere, but I caught some okay ones out here. Some like 4-pounders, maybe more than 4 pounds, but not like a giant. I haven't caught any giants out here. There are, oh, something moved right there. There are some big ones out here in Rodman Reservoir, and it would be nice to get on one. It would feel like a full circle kind of life moment. I don't know why, but it feels that way. So yeah, hopefully we don't run into any stumps cruising really fast, because that trolling motor will pow. It will smack right into it. We definitely don't want to mess up a prop or anything. And yeah, so hopefully we just have a good day of fishing, get on some fish. I can't tell you if these fish have moved up or they're about to move up or they're in limbo or what they're doing. And I can't even tell you where the depths of water is, because I don't have a fish finder with me. But I do know this. We're going to use our eyes and try to get on some fish. And I already showed you what baits we got with us. And I'm going to have fun regardless. If I get skunked today, I hope that doesn't happen. But if I get skunked today, I'm still going to be glad I came out here. Now, if I would have said that before I left the house, it would have been a lie. But now that I'm out here looking at the water and everything, I'm like, yeah, I'm going to be happy regardless. I'm glad I came out here. I've never seen the water this high. So, you know, it's like fishing a new lake. But at the same time, I'm familiar with it a little bit. So, I don't know. All right, but we're getting out towards the main lake, so I'm going to actually make a few casts out here. So, let's get to fishing. Can't tell what temperature the water is, but it feels cold on the reel. So, I think we might even start throwing that jerk bait. All right, so we put on a Yum Christy Crawl. Honestly, a bigger profile bait right now probably wouldn't be bad over this. But we don't know where the fish are. And this is probably better just to find the fish and see what the heck's going on. So now that we got a Texas rig tied on, I might want to go hit. There's a couple little patches of vegetation. I can't even tell what the vegetation is from here. But I might want to go over there and toss around that. Oh, there's one. There's one. That's a good one. Oh, it's a really good one. Maybe it's not. Oh, yeah, it is. It feels good. I gotta keep my rod tip up. Let's anchor down. Let's anchor down. That is a good one. That is a good one. Actually, he's good, but he ain't as big as I thought he was. He's fighting good though, man. He don't even feel like a Florida bass the way he's fighting me. All right, we got him hooked pretty good. We don't need the net. All right, trying to get sun on him. It's a good one. Not a giant, but it's a good one. Woo! Hey, I ain't mad at that. See what he's looking like. 15 and a half, almost touching 15 3/4. But nope, 15 and a halfer. Woo! All right. So that isolated grass right there, I cast it out here to the side of it and really a little bit in front of it. And that's where we got bit. I don't know, there could be a stump down there. Probably is, because they're just everywhere. So he could have came off a stump. We're gonna make some more casts there. Hopefully it's all loaded up. But we're almost at the point, like a pincher point in the lake that I wanted to fish. So I wanted to hit these on the way. There's like a couple isolated grass on the way to this kind of area that is deep, and it's a pincher point of a lake. So yeah, I mean, so far what we're thinking that where we might get bit, that's where we end up getting bit. So let's keep tossing it in there. All right, so we're gonna throw that Booyah Super Shad. It's just a matter of time before I had to throw it. I'm really tempted to go up and just fish that bank. If we go fish the bank, well, I mean, we can toss the Texas rig, and I feel like we might, I mean, the big girls might go up there and try and feed on something. That bank is actually the shady bank. So if I was gonna go to a bank, I'd probably want to go to that bank over there. But that bank isn't near the deep water. I want to be near the deep water. I just feel like These big bass are gonna be up near that deep stuff right now. You know what, I'm gonna run up to the bank, fish this right here, and then come out to the spot that I want. Yummy. I'll make a couple casts here next to the old Bubba Shrimp Company. Actually, someone might live in there. I might wanna, yeah, maybe I don't wanna get too close. Invade their privacy, is what I'm trying to say. I think I'd just rather chuck this crankbait around. Oh, there's bait fish back in there jumping. The fact that bait fish are here is pretty promising, actually. Can the camera see that? We caught a fish. We caught bait. We caught bait on our crankbait. That little minnow's flipping around. He got hooked right through his head. You know what? We're gonna keep him on. We're not fishing in any tournament or anything. I'm gonna keep that bait on here and cast it around. He's probably gonna fly off, but that's pretty crazy. Still on there? He's still on there. All right. The bass that were up shallow might not even be up shallow much longer, if at all. So if we are gonna go fish that bank, I think I was gonna go all the way down there towards like the point and then fish up. But I think we'd be better off just getting over there as quick as we can. Obviously I can't go full speed. I'm on 6.5 out of 10. And we're going 3.4 miles per hour because we got the current in our back. But as soon as we start seeing some stumps, I think we're in the deep water right now. I think this is that deep spot I was looking for. Yeah, I think so. But we're not gonna fish it. We're gonna run to this bank over here and try and fish as much of this bank as we can for the water, because once it gets up to what, 3 o'clock, which is pretty soon, after that it gets cold pretty quick. So hopefully get on some more fish. Heck, that might be hard bottom right there. Are we in a spawning area? Oh, I see bait fish swimming around. Oh, there goes fish. Oh man, what are those? Are those tilapia? I think they're tilapia. There is fish here. We saw a bunch of them. They were fat. They were like tall, and tilapia are tall, like top to bottom. They look dark. They look too dark to be tilapia. Ooh, we're touching bottom. This is hard bottom over here. And this is one of my favorite baits to fish. Just can't always throw it because they're not always up shallow, especially lately. But they might be now. And this right here is fun to fish. So the good thing about this bait is it's fun to fish. It's a crankbait, you know. Most crankbaits are fun to fish. The other thing that's good about this bait is if we did just find an area that we can catch them on a shallow diving crankbait, you can catch them quick on a crankbait. So I'm really hoping we are about to get some bites. Oh, there's one. I got one. Yep, that's a fish. Get up out of there. All right. All right, we wanted to get one on a crankbait. Oh no! Oh, I thought he came off. I hit a lily pad stem. Oh, it's decent. It's decent. That's a little bit better than I thought. I thought it was tiny. All right. I thought he was tiny. So it's funny because I'm sitting here trying to fish this sucker. God, it's so cold. I'm trying to fish this sucker up in like super shallow water. And then I get away from the bank and go fish towards these isolated lily pads. Still in shallow water, but deeper than where I was. And then we catch them. Ooh, 14.5. Oh wait, nope, 14.25. So 14.25 gets you back in the water, and that was fun.